Welcome back to the Sometimes Builds and Happy New Year. I think this is going to happen in 2025. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be turning this area in my basement off the side of the print farm over there, the workshop, the studio, whatever it's going to be called. Turning this into a paint booth so I could paint 3D models. Join me. Good morning, happy Saturday, welcome back to the channel. So we're standing in what is going to be my paint booth. This is right off the side of the studio where I filmed the 3D printer video a few weeks ago. I've done some wood engraving here. If you want to see any of that, let me know. I've also done some painting in here and it has made an absolute mess. I mean, there's dust everywhere. Might have clogged my AC unit once by accident. So we need to do it right. I had like a drop cloth hung up here before. We're going to make this right. We're going to get plastic sheeting. I'm going to get some 2x4s and we're going to turn this into a sealed paint booth. I'm going to cover the walls, probably the lights as well with the plastic sheeting, the bench so nothing gets underneath of it, front of the bench, and then I want to get 2 sets of 2x4s and put one down there and then one up here to make a sealed chamber. I already have an exhaust. I'll show you that in a few minutes. Basically safely paint indoors. It's relatively warm down here. It's probably 65 degrees, but I want to be able to hit a switch, the exhaust kicks on after I open this window, and then be able to pull out all of the fumes from painting. This isn't going to be major painting. I'm not painting car parts down here, just like 3D prints. Like this is one of the last things I printed. You see it's a little like shark that didn't really print that well, and I just threw a bunch of paint on it. Granted, a lot of this can be done with the AMS on that Bamboo Labs printer, but sometimes you just want to paint it. You want to make it look shiny, metallic looking, stuff like that. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get a measuring tape if I can find one, and I'm going to cut 2 2x4s, one for the bottom, one for the top, and then I'll also get the plastic sheeting so I can sheet that up here. I need to make like a little bit of a frame wall right here, not a full-on wall, not yet at least. So let's get started. For lining up to these 2x4s to make it stronger. 92.5. Here on the floor, this is where I'm measuring the section here. So 7 feet. I'm gonna go upstairs and cut 2 2x4s at 7 feet, and then we'll see what we got. Okay, back again. So I got one piece of pressure treated 2x4 for the bottom. I only have 2 of these, so one set of pressure treated for down here, and then I found this random scrap of wood in my ceiling, so I'm gonna put that up there, something like that. So I'm gonna place that right around there. I'm not gonna anchor it. This is only holding a sheet of plastic up. But I figure if I line it up to the 2x4 that is up there, you see right here, I can make a plastic wall right here and then have a little bit of an entryway. I still got to figure out how I'm going to do an entryway. We're doing this one step at a time. That'll give me enough room to step in here, spray anything in this area, but also keep everything over here, which is like the HVAC, the water system, the server rack with all the computer components running my house in there, separate from this. 90 inches. I'm gonna go get another 2x4, cut that to 90, bring some screws, and we're gonna see what happens here. Welcome back to I don't know what I'm doing. So I got some boards. I cut some boards. How I'm gonna screw these boards into these other small boards, I have no idea yet. I have cut this so tightly that it doesn't probably even need to be screwed. So I might need to take a sliver off. That's not bad. Only thing is that board's a little long by like a saw blade. So I can't get it straight up and down because it's just ever so too long. So being up here, I want to be able to slide my plastic between the joists of the house and this. I want just a little bit of space so I can slide the plastic through, wrap it, and staple it so it stays sealed, or wrap it through and then staple it up here. I want to have a kind of a seal on there. So I want it to just be a little bit shorter so it's not so tight. Let's see how badly off level this is. Whoa. I'm starting with this wall right here, and I know my face might be a little dark, but we'll be all right. That is mostly centered up here. I'm not adding an actual wall to my house, so this is just to hold up some plastic. I know. Decking screws can be used for anything. They are the duct tape of screws. Should also mention I'm using 2x4s that have been sitting in the garage for like a year, so they're a little warped to begin with, so we're not starting off on the best footing here. Now I gotta figure out this side. We got some complications on this side. So over here, you'll see up there, there's a power switch that controls the stuff that's outside. That's also the switch that can technically control the exhaust fan. And then down here, there's a plug right there. I'm thinking I'm going to just pull the board out so there's a little bit of a gap. I think. This right here is fine. I mean, this is a random scrap board I found. It's kind of flexible. I don't care that it's not too anchored down. So I think the fact that it's not anchored down, not a big deal. Whatever. So next I can get the plastic. Again, this is stuff I've already had. You can get this kind of stuff at Home Depot. It's like thick plastic sheeting. It's a lot more sturdier, airproof than tarp would be. And a little bit thicker than like that painting masking would be. That painting masking plastic, that stuff is really thin. That's not looking half bad. It's not looking half good either, but some kind of progress. So, I have a little bit of extra here because I need to figure out a door at some point. So that can go down there. That can go over there. I'm going to start stapling this thing now. Y'all can, how about you come in on the inside with me. Come on the inside of it. So this is just a regular Stanley Boss stitch. And again, why staples? Because we want it to be completely removable. If I don't want to paint anymore, or I move it all outside, I don't want to have this here. I want it to be very easy to take down, very easy to convert. So I want to make some random cuts. So I can get, actually maybe not, I'll just do like that. Yeah, that'll staple the plastic right there. So just working down here, and I might have to pull those out, and I don't want the whole thing like looking stupid like that. Probably already does, but you know, that's the point. And I can put another piece of board on top to seal it. Thinking I might do that, but all right, let me put y'all out of this. Put y'all back here. I'm gonna finish stapling this up. I will let you know how it goes. That's not bad. That's not bad. Looks like drugs are being made. No, can't cut that. That's not bad. It's a little wrinkly, but you know, it's whatever. I changed my mind a lot. I'll probably tear it down. So we got a good seal on that side. A little bit of extra space on there, but that's fine. Things I should have did beforehand, like take out this booth for the wood engraving. This is what it looks like right now. I'm going to get the other sheet of plastic and I'm going to lay it down on the bench, and I can get the cardboard and everything up as well. I'm going to lay that plastic on the bench so none of the paint can go down underneath where all the things are stored. So that's the next step here. Future Mike here. Past Mike accidentally deleted footage because he was recording too much at the same time. So future Mike here, and it's a good thing because I did not finish this build entirely. So we are out here in the snow, and we are going to finish up the remainder of this build. First off is I need to crawl under the deck because I had the exhaust. I think it's backwards. I feel air coming in. I need to do a little bit of rerouting with the exhaust, and it's snowing, so I'm sure there's going to be little furry friends under here with me. So first off, we're going to crawl under here and get this exhaust routed properly so it's pulling air, not pushing. So we're down here under the deck right now. And this is a basic paint exhaust fan that I got. I think I got it at an auction or a yard sale or something. So I have it facing with the air coming out. I tried to get the tube to come back in, but I think it needs to be a little bit warmer to form it better. So I have it attached to the screen with some magnets, so that keeps the seal against there. I do need to cut another plastic seal to go around that screen so it's airtight and not just open. Provides too much negative pressure going into the room. So the fan is set up. I'm going to have it wired to a smart switch. We'll get to that next. Down here in the paint booth right now, and how I have it set up. So we were just on the other side of this wall right here. So this is where I have the exhaust magnet. Is that even a word? The exhaust is attached right here. I need to get some more plastic I ran out and attach it around there to seal that better. I also need to buy more plastic for up here and on the back wall and the side walls. So for outside, I installed a Aqara plug that connects to, you can connect it to an Aqara smart hub. I have a whole, smart house is a whole nother avenue I haven't gone down yet for YouTube. But I have the Aqara hub, which I used to update this and get it ready. But I have this attached to a home assistant hub that I built, and we're going to use that to control the exhaust. We're going to use a Aqara smart button. This lets you hit 1, 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3 to do different commands. So I'm going to put the other switch I have here on the lights above me, so I can hit this once to turn on the lights, hit this twice to the toggle, hit this twice to turn on and off the exhaust outside. I also have an intake exhaust or intake fan, as you see right here, but because it's on a GFCI plug, every time the power on the switch turns off, it trips the GFCI plug, so can't really use that. Now, I wasn't really a believer before, but it's crazy how intuitive and easy Home Assistant is. As a backstory, I've used the Amazon Smart Home, I've used Smart Things, I've used whatever that Lowe's product was back in the day, I've used the Aqara a little bit, but Home Assistant just brings it all together. No matter what kind of device you have, it kind of just works. And there's a lot of people backing it. So to test this is the Aqara button. So I set it up in Home Assistant. So when I press this once, the lights turn on and off. It toggles the lights and so on. And then if I press it twice, the exhaust turns on. And then press it twice again, the exhaust turns off. There's an option for 3 presses. Don't really know what I'm going to use that for. And long presses. There's a lot of different combinations you can use. But for now, lights and exhaust, so I can automate this a little bit. So here we have the finished product of the paint booth. So as you saw, we put the frame up, we stapled the plastic to it. I didn't do a fancy door. I just kind of tuck that into the side when I'm either painting or done painting. Probably needs to be tucked in a little bit up there. Over here, this is the intake fan, another one I got from an auction. Just basic intake turbo fan where you turn it on and it sucks air in and sends it in there. So over here, there's the button I told you about is right here. Press it once, turn the lights on, and we enter the paint booth here. So I used the remaining plastic I have, and I covered the base, the tabletop of the paint area. Stapled it down so it's pretty taut. I had an issue where lots of paint was falling down into the cracks underneath where all the storage stuff is, so fix that up. On the inside, this is the intake. I just grabbed a random filter from my AC unit because I didn't have anything else, and we want to just use stuff we have, so I just kind of stapled it to the wall. I need to find a way to better attach this side, but it looks like it's working because look at that. It almost looks like it's sucking and not pushing, but it definitely is pushing. So that must mean there's a lot of dirt on that side. That's fun. Anyways, the exhaust is right there. I prop it up with a Star Wars poster. Still need to seal that off. Again, still need to seal all the rest of this off. But I have an old table, an end table for painting. You can see I'm painting a Mjolnir hammer right here, so I can put stuff at like eye level and then spray it that way. And then also just spray right here on the plastic, and then it doesn't matter because it's plastic. So got that, got some paint there. Don't forget to like and subscribe right here. And if I want to do wood burning, I can set the wood burning stuff up here and then exhaust it out there again. And that is going to be a wrap for this video. This is the DIY paint booth with materials I had around the house. Just random 2x4s, scraps of wood. I have no idea where it came from. A filter from my AC unit. Exhaust and intake fans I already had. So you can do this too. You just kind of put stuff together and you're just making a sealed room with clean air in and clean air out. If you like this kind of content, again, this is the Sometimes Builds. We do projects from 3D printing to paint booths to painting cars to working on cars, working on vans, camping, working at the property, working on tractors. There's a lot of things we work on. So again, that's the Sometimes Builds. That's the premise of this channel. If you like this kind of content, drop that subscribe down below. Hit the bell if you want to be notified. Every Saturday at 7 a.m. is when we post new videos. I will see you next time. If you want to see anything specific, drop it in the comments below. Questions, concerns, suggestions, comments below. I'll see you there, and I'll see you next time. Peace.